going on, everybody? Since we've had the baby, I've had to be ever more increasingly clever with the amount of time that I have. For instance, today, she's at work and I'm off. I get him for the day, so no more taking off to the woods and things like that. So I got to find more creative ways to use my time around the house. While he's in the other room sleeping, I wanted to work on my forest axe a little bit. I noticed something with my friend Cody's axe compared to mine, and technically they're the same axe, same model and everything, but his was profiled a little differently than mine. Overall, the shape was the same. His handle was a little bit more shaped and a little bit thinner than mine, and quite frankly, I find it a lot more comfortable to use. That's one thing not just I've noticed, but I've seen a lot of other people notice too, is over the last 20 years or so, axe handles just get thicker and thicker, as opposed to handles 30 years ago that were very finely shaped, or even further than that, of course, that were very finely shaped and were a pleasure to hold in the hand. And this one is too, but I even think I can do a little bit better. What I want to do is just work on it with, I'm not going to go down to an 80 grit, but I'm going to go down to about 120 and just work the back of this around the front just a little bit more. And then I'm going to bring it down into here and just smooth this transition a little bit in here as well. And is this absolutely necessary? Of course not, but it is also something to do with my time, something I've been thought about doing, and I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Also, I want to remove what looks like you could mistake as machining marks, the way this was beveled, with a power tool, and just round off the bottom just a little bit here. Drastic changes, no. Maybe something a little more comfortable, sure. And of course, after through the sanding, we'll remove all the grit and the oil that's built up in the handle, and I'll just reapply it, and it'll look nice. Not that that's important, but I have a feeling that I'll appreciate the hold all the better. So that's what I'm doing today. So I'll shoot a little bit of video going through the process. Not really exciting, but just a video additive to the Axe's Back project. Of course, while I'm working with it like this, I want to keep the mask on. And even though I got little man in the other room, I still want to be careful of where I want to throw all this dust inside the house. So I am just going to wet it down every once in a while, keep the dust to a minimum as I'm sanding. It's going to clog the paper up a little bit, but small price to pay, so it's not irritating the little man, even though he is in the other room. And I had some plastic sheeting. I don't know where the heck that went, so I plan on using that, but this table will have to do, and you see all the layers just immediately come off with this paper. Going back to the color it was when I got it. And honestly, I may end up getting a round file out. It's just turning it inside of the turns that I want to make the most change in. Because this is only 180, it's all I had at the house, and it's only going to make so much difference without me sitting here all night doing this. So we'll get back to you. Normally I would say I wouldn't do one, all in one motion and keep the file down to the wood, because of course it clogs it, but in this case I don't want to take too much away at a time, so I almost prefer to keep it clogged and ripping less, if that makes sense. Gives you a little more control for what I'm taking away. And it's still biting pretty good. I just want to keep the tearing in check. Because hickory can splinter out really good and to paint to sand back down. So I think I'm going to continue with this method instead of just tearing it away. It's turning out to be very efficient. And down in here I've definitely made the impact that I was looking for on this. I'm just going to go a little bit further. Yeah, a little bit further with it. And then go back to the 100 grit. I'm going to go right up to a 400, 600 probably. And of course that'll be boring on video, so you know, we'll go through all that on video. But I'll probably come back to you when I'm finished shaping and sanding, and we'll put some oil on her. So go back to you. I gotta tell you, it warmed up a lot more today than I thought it would. So while he's sleeping in there, just check on him every couple minutes and come out here and really hammer down on this. See where I'm at on camera here. Definitely change the profile in here a bit. I think I'm pretty close to happy. I'm gonna just do a teeny bit more with the file, and then I'm gonna go right to paper, finish it up. It's taking that oil pretty good. It's like I just bought it again. Begins to dry fast, I notice. Direct sun like that, faster than I thought it would. Feel a bit sticky already. Very nice. Just enough on the rag to the head from the last using. Should get around there. Tell you, taking care of your axe is almost as much fun as actually using it. Taking a pride in your tools. Leave it out to dry. Thanks for watching.